Hey guys, welcome to phase 2 of our resolution 24. This time I'm gonna give you more information, more help. We're gonna make the training a little bit harder, and you're gonna have more guidance for the nutrition side of the training, how we can implement our nutrition, how we can eat better. Everything that I'm giving to you here is not one rule fit all. I'm just trying to give you understanding so you can choose better what works better for you, okay? This video, we're gonna start from the beginning, of course. Breakfast or fasting. What should we be doing? What are the benefits? What are the disadvantages on each of them? And the way that I can put to you is that it all depends of your training times. You go to a nutritionist to lose weight for specific goals, for you have an imbalance on your diet, a lack of vitamins and so on. But when we look into sports nutrition, it's a lot. The main goal of sports nutrition is to plan meals around your workout in order to make you perform better. Okay, so the focus of the sports nutrition is maximize the energy that you have for our training, for the sport that you do, whether it's a cycling or a marathon. We all know that if you're going to do a long endurance training, for example, running for over 1 hour, 2 hours, you're training for a marathon. Or you do cycling events like me, that's 4, 5, 6 hours cycling. You need to plan your meals accordingly because you're going to be 4 hours doing that activity. You want to load carbs before, and then during the session, you should be also feeding yourself. Which this is another story. We're going to talk about our training, our program. So we're going to talk about two things on this video, which is fasting and breakfast. What should we do? So first thing that I want to say is the benefits of fasting. Fasting, it's amazing strategy to lose weight, helps a lot. You know that the reason that helps a lot is because you are decreasing the time that you are able to eat during the day, and that can lead you to eating less calories, and in a whole week you end up consuming less calories and therefore creating a calorie deficit and losing weight. So it's a very common people to do fasting of 12, 14 hours or more. Let's say 12 hours, for example, from 10 in the evening and 10 in the morning. But remember, you've been sleeping until 8. So it's not great effort there. So I like to consider fasting 14 hours plus. For example, my last meal at 10, then my next one would be not 10 in the morning because that would be 12 hours, lunchtime, 12 o'clock. I've spent 12 hours of my day, 14 hours of my day fasting. Okay, and you can do a little bit more, 16 hours, but that's a good start. Unconsciously, I do that quite often. Not quite often, eventually I do, because sometimes I have my meal late in the evening, I wake up in the morning, 6 in the morning, I'm not hungry, so I just have a coffee, and then I have clients back to back, and by the time that I stop is 11, 12, then I'm gonna have my first meal. So in a way, I do fasting without making any effort. It's just my lifestyle because my work, comes on the way. What I could do if I didn't want to do fasting is while I'm training clients, I cannot sit down to have a meal. I can have a protein shake, I can grab a protein shake, I can have a protein bar. But I said the benefits of it can help you to lose weight, can be very effective to help you to lose weight because let's say you're gonna eat only from 12 to 10 in the evening. So you have 8 hours to eat. But what you should take into account is to prepare the meals that you're going to have when you are fasting. You should have your timings and what you're going to eat. Because if you just go off of the rails and you just eat whatever you want, get 12 o'clock, I've been starving for too long, and you don't make any plans, you can end up eating more calories than you would eat if you had a breakfast. So you need to be very conscious and do the right approach if you're gonna use fasting. Again, it's great to help you to lose weight, and very useful at the beginning of a strategy. What are the disadvantages of fasting? If we are training a lot and you are focused on performance, and I want to train it really well, and I want to lift my weights, or I want to do a workouts that they are longer than 40 minutes, 1 hour, 1 hour 30, sometimes some people do, maybe it's not the case of our group, but if the focus is performance, fasting can come against it. You know? I should think that when I am training, I want to make sure when I'm training I have fuel. I have fed my body with the right nutrients, give time to digest it. So when I come to my workout, my stomach is not full. I have done the digestion, and the nutrients, they are not on my stomach anymore. They are on my muscles, ready to be used. So that's the disadvantage of fasting if you're gonna train before 12 o'clock, for example. After 12 o'clock. Because if you're training 9, 10 in the morning, you can fast. You can do this. You can go for a workout that's 1 hour long maximum without any food. Maybe you have a coffee or tea, and it's okay. I also recommend fasting if you're gonna train very early in the morning, 6:30, because you just woke up, your stomach is not ready to take food yet, and you're gonna get the workout done out of the way. Then your main focus should be your post-workout. Even though you're not eating anything before training, you are fasting, you don't need to fast. You can still have an apple or a banana. If you think that your performance is poor when you don't eat anything, you can have something before training. But remember, whatever you eat, you need to give time to digest before you start your training. You don't want to eat and then 15-20 minutes later start training. The longer the gap between your eating and your training, more food you can have. Let's say if I woke up and then I'm gonna train in 1 hour, and I'm gonna eat like 30 minutes before my workout. Don't eat more than a banana, an energy bar, a small meal, maybe 2 eggs, scrambled eggs, 3 eggs. The meal has to be small because you don't want your stomach full when you start moving and doing all this muscle contraction, your core, your abs, muscle on your tummy forcing while the food is still being digested. It's not a good sensation, and it also affects your performance negatively. So here we cover fasting. I'm gonna do another one, another video. No, I'm gonna keep following this video. The breakfast side, let's talk about breakfast. If you're not gonna be fasting, we're gonna talk about what should you have. Firstly, if you eat something, we wanna respect this window for digestion. So if you're able to eat 1 hour before your training, you can have a better, a more rich breakfast. Then I can give you suggestion. An omelette. I put my favorite here. Scrambled eggs. If your workout is not super intense and your focus is to lose fat, maybe take the bread away. If you're gonna do a workout that's longer than 1 hour, in most of our team here, we're not gonna be doing that. You could have a slice of bread, brown bread, just 1 slice, just to give you that little carbs energy for training. I love egg and potato, so I boiled 3 eggs and 2 small potatoes, and I chop them, a little bit of olive oil, and I chop them and I mix them very tasty. So then my carbs is 2 small potatoes, okay, and the eggs, and I eat the eggs with the yolks. I don't mind, it's only 3, I don't eat more than 3. Oats, you can eat oats, which is a very good carbs, it's low release, it's perfect for training. Oats with whey protein, I use a lot. I can make my oats, you can cook the oats, or like I do raw, I don't cook. I just put the dry oats, protein powder, I mix them together dry, and then I like to add skimmed milk. You can do with water if you have a good quality, good taste protein powder. You can do with water, perfect. You can add a few blueberries if you want. So you are having a very good source of carbohydrates to feed your training, but you are also having protein in there. And you can add a few fruits if you want, a little bit, not too much, just to give you that extra sweetened taste. I can also use whey protein blended with fruits. Let's say a vanilla protein, whey protein with banana, a vanilla whey protein with blueberries. We can do a chocolate protein powder with a banana. You can mix the whey protein with fruits, because the sugar from the fruit, you're having sugar, which is from fruit, which is good, but the fact that you're mixing with protein, it makes the digestion a little bit slower. So it's not spiking on insulin, which you want to avoid. That's why we have to watch out for fruits that are very high on sugar, because it shoots your insulin up, and then this glucose go to your blood, but also to your muscle, but also to your fat stores. So if you mix these high insulin spiking fruits or carbs in general with protein, it slows down the digestion. You know, the digestion is slower, so it works very well as well. So recapping my choices of breakfast, if you decide to go for it: omelette, and you can mix vegetables. I like to mix even cheese with fat, but give me a little bit of taste. Scrambled eggs, usually for myself I use 4 medium eggs. You can always gauge, have 2 or 3. I consume a lot of calories because I also burn a lot of calories during the day. Just imagine 5 clients back to back is 5 clients walking around. My egg and potato, which has my carbs, potato, white potato, but the eggs again slow down the digestion. The white potato is a quick release of insulin, but I put the eggs and then it slow down the digestion. Oats with protein powder, whey protein, and I also put whey protein blended with some fruits. Okay guys, the benefits of the breakfast is to feed your workout, is to fuel for the workout. So when you go training, you have more energy for the workout. When I go for a long distance cycling, let's say Saturday morning or Sunday morning, I'm gonna cycle with my friends. It's gonna be over 1 hour, 2 hours. I can't go on empty stomach. I've done it, guys, and believe me, after 1 hour, 20 minutes, my energy drops so much, and you slow down, and you start to think, I need to finish this soon, because I wanna eat, because my energy is very low. So on this case, if you are working out, doing a workout that's over 1 hour, you should think about having breakfast, okay? It's very important to have some carbs so you can endure, you can last longer. Imagine if I do a 3-4 hour cycling, not just the breakfast, rich on carbs 1 hour before I start my cycling, but also I will have a banana with me, I will have a gel of carbohydrates, glucose, to be drinking while I am cycling. So just so you understand that long duration, carbs is very, very important. Breakfast is very important to sustain, and you can go longer. You're gonna train very early. It's a 45 minutes workout, and you're gonna bang on. You don't need much. You know, an apple, a banana, you go and you train and then you have your main meal, which is the post-workout. We're gonna do another video just talking about this. Okay, guys? I hope you have learned something from it. I'm gonna fill you with other information, and so you understand and you can plan your own journey according to the time that you wake up, your working hours, lunch break, and most of all, it's your training. When we talk about nutrition, when we talk about sports nutrition, is the eating around before and after your training, because we want to make sure you train really well, your performance is high, but also the post-workout is so important, because I think when we're going to train again, the sooner you eat the right nutrients, you start to prepare your body recovery for the next session. If you eat very badly, you take longer to recover. Okay, so let's pay attention to this, and I'm gonna give you more information on the pre-workout nutrition and also on the post-workout nutrition, what to do, why to do, and so on.